So today we have a number one overall pick tier list since 2000. So we're going from 2000 to 2025. Hopefully, I kind of want to make this like a series. So we might not do this every episode, but we'll going forward. So next episode or whenever we'll probably do a number two pick tier list, number three, number four, etc.
Or even just other shits. Because one I want to bring up to
That's
Justin
who.
is and I saw somebody else do this, but not tier list, but just debating teams that lost in the finals. Even that, I'd love to do that one as a tier list.
Yeah, number one overall picks since 2000, and we will read you the tiers.
These are all the number one picks of the top of the last 25 years. The top tier, because he's been so good, not even trying to glaze that he deserves his own tier. It's just titled Braun. I already put Braun in there. We don't really got to talk about it too much, right? Self-explanatory. Second tier, Hall of Fame. That's your Hall of Fame guys. Guys that are questionable, we'll kind of debate it back and forth, but these are your guys that are stamped Hall of Famers. We got your franchise changers here. These are your guys who went to the franchise. You were bottom of the barrel, took you to the playoffs, couple of playoff runs. You know, maybe you didn't go to the conference finals or finals, but, you know, turned your trash ass team to, you know, a couple second round exits, a couple first round exits, a couple years in a row, a couple all-star games, maybe some all NBAs. Not quite Hall of Fame, but a pretty damn good career. After that, we got, you know, that brother nice. You know, maybe a 1-2 time all-star, maybe kept that out like at 3 or 4. Didn't do nothing crazy. Maybe didn't really take your team to the playoffs too often, maybe like 2-3 times. Or not really considering him a franchise changer. Definitely not close to a Hall of Famer, but they had a pretty decent career for a number one pick, you know? And I know there's that percentage thing where they go pick by pick and they talk about the number one pick has a so-and-so percent chance of being an all-star, so-and-so percent chance of being Hall of Fame, so-and-so percent chance of being an MVP. I think even just hitting and having a guy be an all-star is a success if you're a team picking number one. After that, we got, you know, like you lasted in the league, let's say for 10 plus years, you found a role, never really was an all-star. Maybe you made it once at most. Even then, I might put you in that brother nice if you made it once. You carved out a good role. You're a decent role player for a playoff team, or maybe you're a decent starter for a couple years, transition to a type of role player, and you stay in the league and you lasted for a long time. After that, we got too early to tell. There's just certain guys I just drafted in the past 2 years, you know, just past 2-3 years that we just truly don't know what they're going to be yet. And after that, fucking garbage. No other way to say it. Waste of a pick. Just straight up terrible pick. No other way to say it. Just ruined your franchise. Just being honest right there. It put your franchise 10 steps backwards. Where the guy that came after or even 2 picks after would have changed your franchise completely. So Justin, let's get started. This is in no order. These pictures are all different. There's no concise order. It's not like this is like 2002 and 2003. First name down here, Anthony Davis. We already know where he is, right?
He's in the Hall of Fame tier.
Hall of Fame. Obviously, no, phenomenal defender, champion, multiple All-Stars, multiple All-NBAs. Didn't really change the Pelicans for the better like that. They had 2 playoff appearances or 3. I think 2.
15 and 18.
God. I mean, I still hold that against him. But I know I sound like an AD hater, but it's just like, I be hearing some crazy AD takes. Like AD over Dwight, AD over Dirk is the one that bothers me the most.
OD.
I've had the AD over Dirk debate a little too many times. I don't know why that's even a real discussion, but he is still a Hall of Fame player because he went to the Lakers and he still won a championship with them. The next name, Justin, this one is kind of weird. This guy averaged 20. I think more than once even. High teens as well, many times in his career. Lasted about a decade. But he never hit All-Star. Never hit All-Star at all. I believe he played in the playoffs at least one time. Wasn't really too crazy, though. Bargnani. Are we putting him...
He would be in...
We're putting him or is he nice, you know? I think he's
I would put him in
But he's like the top of because, you know, to average 20 in the league and that time where guys were scoring 92 points per game, I got to respect that, even though it was a trash-ass team. It was that Raptors team with no Bosh. He was still putting up his numbers, though, so respect to him. But, damn, he came to our team and he was fucking garbage. It should have been Kyle Lowry. That's a disappointment, man. The fact that we couldn't get Kyle Lowry in this bitch, man, I'm so disappointed.
We were in... I feel like that was kind of like the era of the international guys were kind of like the popular thing. I feel like especially after Dirk hit in 98, a lot of people... And Dirk didn't even hit right away. It probably took about 2-3 years. But once he hit, it was just like, oh, shit. Like, here we go. And after that, you kind of just saw a bunch of teams kind of taking those risks on the international guys. And this was kind of like at the peak of them being called soft. Like we had Darko Milicic in 2003. Powell was a top 3 pick.
But I was more so saying the soft thing. Even when he was putting up 20 and 10.
Even Powell as a rookie was like that.
Yep.
Darko was looked at as the guy, and the shit did not work out. But yeah, the overseas shit, it had a strong label on at that in the early 2000s at that point. But Bargnani did have a couple cool seasons in Toronto. He was low key a cheat code in 2K, but for the most part, he was
Next name. This one's kind of weird to put. I don't want to put too early to tell. He is a franchise changer, but I feel like we could kind of stamp him as a future Hall of Famer. Still feels too early though, because I feel like another guy we could talk about later. There's a couple guys we could talk about later that at this point of their career we could have said, oh, they're going to be Hall of Famer one day, and things kind of went off the rails. So I don't want to put that. I kind of want to put him as franchise changer for now. Anthony Edwards. I feel like if things stay on trajectory, we can't guarantee nothing. Like certain players, you know. I don't want to put him Hall of Fame yet for that reason, but he is on that path. But for right now, I feel like he's already franchise changer, which is already incredible enough.
Yeah, franchise changer is fair. Because when he got there, they were ass. But it's crazy, though, because it's like you had him and Cat. That's low-key a cheat code. You had 2 number 1 picks together, and they both low-key changed the franchise. So, yeah.
Well, spoiler alert. Damn.
Yeah. But. So, franchise changes is good for now.
Our first fucking garbage. We really don't have to explain it. Anthony Bennett. There's no need to go too far, to be honest with you. We don't have to go into this whole spiel of, oh, this, and this. Yeah. Cavs, man. You're so lucky you're able to unload this to get Kevin Love. So fucking lucky.
Fucking garbage.
Straight up terrible pick. If y'all got Oladipo and trade him away, it would kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie.
That would have been a good one.
Would it have been worth it to keep Oladipo and have Kyrie, Oladipo, and Bron? I think they win a championship.
That would have sucked for Oladipo's development. But he would have been like somebody they need type.
You think he comes around by 16, 17?
Nah.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you.
Nah. And you also got to remember too, 2012 they took Deion Waiters. So you'd have Bron. I wasn't even thinking about Bron, but you'd have Kyrie, Deion, and Oladipo.
Damn, bro. Oladipo would have had his ass in the corner, bro, with Bron. Yeah, that's terrible.
We would be talking about Oladipo way differently if they drafted him and kept him. People would call him a bum.
Yeah, that's sad, bro.
That's sad.
Next guy, DeAndre Ayton, man. Went to the finals. He was part of changing the Suns, but he did not change the Suns by himself. He did that with Devin Booker and Chris Paul's arrival. Again, they did go to the finals for the first time in nearly 30 years. Not exactly 30 years, because they went in 93, Justin?
93. Yeah.
93, so almost 30 years, 28 years. I would put him in He's not nice. He should have been an all-star. He had David Robinson comparisons.
I feel like he teeters the line of and that boy nice.
He should be at that point. It's because even when the draft happened, I feel like people are going to say, oh, like hindsight 2020. I really did think Luka was going to be the best player of the draft, but I still thought Ayton should have been number 1. Because I thought it was going to be like, okay, they're going to be happy with their picks, 1 and 2. Kings getting Luka, Suns getting Ayton. Because I was like, Ayton's going to be a bona fide star for years to come, but Luka is going to be the best player in the draft. That obviously didn't happen. Luka didn't even go to, and then Ayton never became that all-star. I thought Ayton was going to be like a 6-time all-star for his career. And Luka was going to be a fucking star.
And I didn't even have those thoughts on Luka at the time. I just remember at the time I was like, there's no way somebody like Ayton fucking fails, bro. Like I remember thinking he was going to be the next like great center in the league.
I'm saying, bro, I really thought 6, 7-time all-star, man.
Like he was NBA, like just watching his games in Arizona, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's a monster.
Pause. His body was NBA ready.
Yeah.
Not a lot of bigs come out like that.
Bullying motherfuckers in Arizona. So I couldn't wait for him to get to the league. And it feels disrespectful, but if you watch him play and follow his career, it's just about right.
Next guy.
2021 playoffs, that motherfucker was nice.
Nah, he was nice. I think Phoenix fans got to remember that.
Yeah.
That needs to be their best memory of him.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be a little bit of a debate, right?
Yeah.
Blake Griffin. I feel like I don't think he's gonna make the Hall of Fame his first try.
I don't think
I
so.
think it's gonna be second or third, right? I don't think it's gonna take more than 3. Are we gonna put him at the top of franchise changer, or are we gonna put him bottom of Hall of Fame?
Me personally, I would feel more comfortable putting him at franchise changer.
Top of it? Because he
Yeah.
did change the Clips. The Clips went from joke of a franchise to people first. It's gonna sound funny and like a joke. For that certain point in time, especially when he was dunking on Powell and CP3 got there and they were winning 50 games, people were really saying like this is gonna become a Clippers town in the 2010s. That was a real conversation. So he was a franchise and culture changer.
Hey man, for the people listening, the 08-09 season, the year before he got drafted, they won 19 games.
Terrible.
He misses his rookie year. His rookie year where he actually plays, they win 32 games. Still ass, but they improve.
At 13 games.
Yeah, and then the year after that, they get Chris Paul, lockout season. They win 40 games. They make the playoffs.
Which is probably on pace for like 55 games or something like that.
Yeah, they make the playoffs. That was their first playoff appearance since 06. And then 2012-13, when shit really starts to take off, they win 56 games. So you could say him alongside Chris Paul changed the franchise, but people forget Blake Griffin was a top fucking 3 MVP finisher.
13-14.
13-14.
And then Pistons Blake too.
Pistons Blake too was nice as fuck. So he's better than that boy Nice, because Blake, when he was right, he was one of them guys. We talk about injuries with certain guys, like Bleacher Report lying on Vince Carter. You got to keep that same energy with Blake.
Was he on the list?
I don't think he was on the list.
Blake Griffin's better than Vince Carter and Klay
Yeah.
Thompson.
What's it called?
Fuck the rings. He's better than Klay Thompson, bro.
What's it
I don't
called?
care.
Y'all lied on Vince Carter. Blake Griffin's a guy, like, injuries really fucked the Clippers, because every other year it was either Chris Paul was hurt or Blake was hurt or both were hurt.
14-15 haunts me the most because it wasn't even an injury thing, man. Like, congrats to Harden, obviously, for getting to the conference finals, but that was their time, bro.
Yeah, that was their time,
They
bro.
beat the Spurs game 7. CP3 hit that clutch ass shot. Tim Duncan literally shakes his hand, gives him a hug, and literally tells him, like, now's your time, now's your era. Literally ushers him in and tells him, like, yo, like, this is you, this is your shit. You go up 3-1 and you blow. Doc Rivers needs to be put in the Iron Maiden, bro. Door slammed shut 3 times.
And I really loved watching those Clippers teams, bro.
Me too. That was such a fun team
Those
to watch.
Clippers teams were so
To
fun
not even
to
get to the
watch.
conference. And I would say every year they're going to finals. They're going to finals. They're going to finals. From 12-13, basically until the Warriors win 73 games, I was like, they're going to finals every year. They're coming out the West. I want to see them versus the Heat in the finals, and I never got it. It's disappointing.
WPR too for Blake Griffin, because those 2011, 2012 days, motherfucker was on every commercial.
Mhm.
Was doing SNL.
Yep.
Like, his PR was insane. Like, you
was
you
cool.
would have thought just off PR and clout that he was. Well, he's actually one of those motherfuckers that lived up to it. Like, just seeing him all the time, you're like, damn, this motherfucker must be like one of the top dogs. Yeah, he was. Like,
And he nutted in Lana Rhodes.
all right.
But that's
Nah, it's true.
allegedly true. Allegedly.
That baby looks just
It's
like
not
him, yo.
confirmed yet. Allegedly.
Yeah, I would put him in the franchise changer.
That's
'Cause
crazy, bro.
The Clippers were legitimately a joke. Like, I wasn't watching basketball when they was a joke, but I remember in The Last Dance, they was like, the Clippers. It was the laughing stock of the league.
Nah, that's not even the thing I'm thinking about. I really just thought about it. Well, he really was on the list. And we see Vince Carter and fucking Klay Thompson on the list, but not Blake Griffin. That is disrespectful, man.
That's crazy, bro. Blake Griffin had a higher MVP finish than Vince
Did Kyrie?
and Kyrie. I don't know if it's the highest Kyrie ever finished.
He's never gotten a vote.
That's crazy. So that shot
So
really
nothing. So nothing. 0.
Damn, so if like Iman Shumpert hits that shot, what are we talking about Kyrie nowadays? Actually, we could get into that when we get to him in this shit.
Bogut though. He's But he had a good career, man. He peaked like at 16-10 with 2 blocks on the Bucks. Obviously, the trade with him and my GOAT Monte Ellis happens. He anchors that championship Warriors team. They obviously get rid of him. He breaks his leg. playing with LeBron, one of the numerous number one picks to play with LeBron. But he did carve out a good role though. So shout out to him. He lasted over a decade in the league, and he did his thing.
Far, just doing a count. So we've done AD, Bargnani, and Anthony Bennett, Blake, and Bogut.
Yeah.
All right.
Not too much on Bogut though. He was the anchor of that first Warriors championship, anchor of that 73-9 team as well. So
yeah,
he was an important piece of that team. Cade. I low-key want to throw him in franchise changer already because the Pistons was so garbage. I don't care about that Drummond appearance. I don't care about that Blake appearance. This is real franchise changing. I lost 50 games in a row. Gave him 2 shooters and Tobias Harris, and he took y'all to the playoffs. I low-key want to put him in franchise changer already, but if you want to put him in too early to tell, that's okay as well. I'll go with either or.
I'm gonna put him in that boy nice right now.
Okay, that's fair. Honestly, I didn't even consider that.
I feel like franchise changer. I don't want to give him that title yet because I feel like it was more so. I'm not gonna say he wasn't a part of it because he's like the fucking spearhead of it, but the front office did they fucking job.
Absolutely, they did him right.
And a lot of people would say like, I mean, I always had my Cade stock all the way up, but a lot of people would say like, yo, when is it going to happen for Cade? Because there were people that were saying Mobley, they would take over him in the redraft. Scotty Barnes.
Jeez.
Some people said Şengün.
Anyone who says Şengün, bro.
That's crazy.
I don't care if this is like, if you have to bleep this, because this one is I have to get this off my chest. I'm not going to censor myself. If anyone said they would take Şengün and redraft over Cade, you need to get fucking shot. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. You need to take a bullet to the fucking face, bro. Seriously. That is stupid.
I'm trying to remember.
Mobley and Scotty, you are a prisoner of the moment. Şengün, you need a bullet to the fucking cranium.
I want to know if anybody said Franz. Somebody probably did though.
I would strangle somebody who said that.
Especially like,
if you are a non-Magic fan and you said that, I would strangle you in person.
I feel like somebody definitely did say Franz. Especially like 2023 when Cade played, 12 games the second year?
Some people just want to troll, man. Some people just want to troll.
I always had Cade like number 1 in a redraft.
People just want to troll, man.
So I'll give him that boy nice. Because there was still for some people, there was still doubts if he's that guy. And he answered those calls. Like this season, like it wasn't even a fucking debate. But it took a little minute along with the front office saying, all right, yeah, we got to get you fucking spacers. And that all kind of aligned and it kind of helped them out. I'll put them in that boy nice. But if they could build on top of this success from this past season and we see some 50, 60 win seasons and he's
60 shit.
Yeah, and he's a top 5 MVP candidate, then we're talking about he might leapfrog that whole shit completely.
Justin, you got to go first on this one. I'll go first on the next one just because of personal biases.
Yeah.
Don't block out your personal bias. You use the full power of it. Derrick Rose.
D Rose, I would put in.
There's gonna be a real conversation.
I'm not putting him in Hall of Fame.
That's gonna be a real conversation when the time comes, man.
The other fans, if you see this, don't fucking come at me. But I'm just keeping it a stack. I think I would put him in franchise changer.
I was about to say you put him anything under that. That's crazy.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna put him in franchise changer because the Bulls was a fucking joke after MJ.
Yeah.
And then D Rose came in, 41 wins. They go toe to toe with the reigning champ Celtics, and he was hooping in that series as a fucking 20-year-old. I'll never forget watching Game 1 when he put up 36 as a rookie in TD Garden, and they stole that Game 1. The very next year, they won 41 games again. Then year 3, MVP, 62 wins, best record in the league. Career's obviously too short for me to say Hall of Fame, despite everything that he's done in that period of time. Way better than Vince Carter in those 3 years. But I would put him in franchise changer because before Derrick Rose, the Chicago Bulls were a joke. And then he got them lit, not only in terms of NBA status, but just like culture and just like early 2010s, everybody had to have the Chicago Bulls snapback. Everybody had to have the Skull Candy Chicago Bulls headphones. Chicago was lit again because of Derrick Rose. From 2008 to 2015, the Bulls was always one of the premier teams in the league because of him. And then later on, Jimmy Butler. And now it's been kind of gloom. Like we talked about it like what, 3 episodes ago?
Fucking suck.
The Bulls are a poverty franchise since 2017. That's a year removed from Derrick Rose's final season, which was 15-16. So since 2017, they've been a poverty franchise. And they need somebody like him or the next franchise changer to kind of change the narrative. But I would put him in franchise changer.
My personal bias is going to come in here because I already agree with you with the D Rose one. Dwight Howard, who I already glazed earlier, is Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame.
Don't even have to go into it. Already went to the finals, 59 wins in a season. Beat Bron on the road to the finals, which is probably, I think that's more impressive than him even going to the finals. He beat Bron to go to the finals. That is more impressive to me. And he had no all-stars around him or anything. He had no super team or anything. Lasted a long time in the league. Was a champion. Top 5 player for about 5-6 years straight. He had top 5 MVP finishes. DPOY after DPOY after DPOY straight. Nothing else to say about this man, though. While scoring 20 with 13 rebounds, by the way. Respect my boy Dwight, bro.
I was going to ask you a question because I seen this shit on Player's Choice.
Best Magic of all time, by the way.
I was about to ask you.
Oh, that's funny.
Because Mars was saying, who was a better number 1 pick, Shaq or Dwight? But strictly for Orlando.
Dwight.
I think he said Dwight as well.
I'm picking Dwight. Shaq was the better player, but Dwight lasted
4 years.
8 or 9 seasons. Dwight.
Oh,
Shaq lasted 4 seasons.
Shaq was 4 years.
Dwight lasted 8 or 9 seasons. So, and they did the same thing, which was go to the finals. None of them won an MVP.
At least Dwight got a game.
None of them won a championship. Yeah, Dwight got it. Dwight got a game, so. I'm trying to think what other awards they got. They both were like All-NBA first teams, as a Magic. But at least Dwight has the hardware of DPOYs,
3 straight.
3 straight. So it's like Dwight is a better Magic. Paolo has to chase Dwight to become the best Magic of all time.
Dwight got to make a finals. I mean, Paolo got to make a finals to be in that convo.
Yeah. It's just those 2 juggernauts. So he's got to make the finals to be in that convo. Honestly, if he don't make the finals but wins that MVP, is he in the convo? But not on Embiid shit where he doesn't make it to the conference finals. If he goes to the conference finals and wins MVP.
Oh, if he goes to the conference finals, yeah. But if he has an MVP and he never touches the conference finals, then nah.
That's a one-off with Embiid, bro. I don't think we'll ever see that ever again. I'm not even trying to cook Embiid because I know we did like feel bad for him shit earlier, but I think that's just Embiid, bro.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the convo.
I feel like to start the convo, you need either a finals appearance or an MVP.
Karl-Anthony Towns, Justin, Jersey native. I don't think he's Hall of Fame yet with his resume. I'm going to put him franchise changer. Timberwolves were garbage. Haven't made the playoffs since 2004. Yeah, you can attribute them making the playoffs to Jimmy pulling up. But even after Jimmy left, he stayed there. Okay, you can give credit to Anzo when he pulled up. But still, they go to the playoffs back-to-back times. You feel me? He's a major part of them going to the conference finals for the first time since 2004. So I'm going to put him in franchise changer. What you think?
I agree. Like you said, people would probably attribute the 18 postseason to Jimmy Butler, but despite that season, he had some good seasons like prior to that and then only built on it. And besides this season, as a Knick, my favorite Karl-Anthony Towns season was the 2022 season when he finally played a healthy season. There was no debate at that point. He was the guy for that team. It was the year after where Ant kind of took the reins of the guy. But 2022, Cat was the guy. They made the playoffs. He had the funny moments in the playoffs, but he was a dog in the playoffs. And the Timberwolves couldn't do nothing with him. Jaren Jackson was fouling out every other game. I mean, so was Cat. Yeah, the Grizzlies. I forgot who I said. But the Grizzlies couldn't do anything with him. And they won 2 games. And that game 1, he was dogging them. So, and that was a winnable series too. So, and like you said, the conference finals was a big part of that. Guarding Jokic, putting up 23 points in that game 7. He did a lot for them. And he was the longest tenured Timberwolf until they traded him. And he was a big reason why the franchise went into the direction they did. So shout out to Cat. He would be in the franchise changer.
Kenyon Martin, I just had to check some basketball reference. I had to see if he did make the All-Star game. One-time All-Star, all-defensive guy. Been in DPOY races, but never won it. I can't put him in that boy nice. So this is my point of, you could still have just one All-Star appearance, maybe even two at most. He's still just to me, man. Like, his career wasn't bad. You know, he still lasted over a decade. He carved himself a pretty good role. He was also a Knick, you feel me? He had a decent role as a Nugget. Obviously went to the finals twice as a key piece for the Nets. But I can't put him in that boy nice. But he was a really decent piece for those Nets and Nuggets teams. What you think, Justin?
I'm very torn, but
You really?
I can't put him in that boy nice. But I just want to say, like, I just want to comment, like, mad respect for Kenyon Martin.
Absolutely.
That motherfucker was a dog for the Nets, bro. I think Antoine Walker was like, yo, I was scared of Kenyon Martin.
Everybody was.
Yo.
People on Gills Arena still are.
So, like, I'm gonna put him at the top of but I would really suggest some of y'all to go back and watch those early 2000s Kenyon Martin's highlights, because he was a fucking demon. He's a guy that definitely are available, but he's a guy that I would want on my fucking team 10 times out of 10, like, all the time. Can't really put him in that boy nice because he ain't really have a bag. Like, a lot of his buckets was transition, put back, scream in your face type of shit. Giving you good defense. Is a great vet. Like, I loved having him on the Knicks in 2013, even though he ain't even play like that. But gave you some good memories in Jersey, bro. I'm always gonna have a lot of respect for those early Nets teams.
What's his career high?
I'll say 37.
35.
Okay, I was close.
That was really
Rebounds,
close.
can I guess that?
Rebounds. Rebound!
23?
21.
All right.
Damn, 11 assists? The fuck?
That motherfucker was doing it, bro.
Damn.
Nah, yeah. I could confidently say he's at the very top of Because I'm taking Kenyon Martin over Andrew Bogut.
I'm taking Bogut. No.
Taking Bogut?
I'm taking Bogut. Bogut lasted longer. Bogut put up more impressive stats. And damn, impact to those teams. I would say they're bang out equal. If not, Bogut was a little bit more important. And if you want to say, but Kmart had the better numbers on those early teams, let's not forget when Bogut went down in that final series, how open that paint was to attack in 16, bro. That's when the Warriors really felt that he was missing, bro.
Bogut is low-key slept on.
The reason I was laughing wasn't because of the Kmart takes. Kwame Brown.
He's in fucking garbage.
Which I feel bad because he did last a long time, pause.
Nah, he played, 11 years in the league?
Yeah, impressive. Shout out to him, but fucking garbage. He got his insurance. He got his healthcare and shit. Shout out to him.
He's fucking garbage.
Kyrie! That boy nice for me. Didn't change the franchise. Multiple All-Stars. Few All-NBAs. No MVP votes. He will go to the Hall of Fame, but I know to you and me it'll be controversial. When he got to the Cavs, year one, rookie, obviously. Team around you sucked. Antoine Jameson, he's old as hell. Alonzo G, like, this is your help. You're going to suck. Tristan Thompson, you're going to suck. Year two, you're going to suck. And the year before Bron gets there, like, you didn't even have to win 40 games to make it to the playoffs, and you couldn't do that either, And this kind of sounds like hate on Kyrie, but I'm just being brutally honest. Like, you couldn't make the playoffs before Bron got there. You never were like that number one option to lead a team. I kind of just want to put him at the very, very, very top of that boy nice. And if we want to call him a franchise changer, he has to be at the very fucking bottom. But I'm putting him personally in that boy nice.
I wouldn't put Kyrie in the top. I wouldn't put him in franchise changer. I'm looking rookie year Cavs, 21 wins in lockout year. Second year, they win 24 games. His third year, 33 wins. Then when Bron gets there, 53. So I can't call him a franchise changer.
13-14, you had to win 37 games, I think it was. 38 games to make it to the playoffs, and you couldn't do that. That's what I'm saying. You didn't have to win 40, 45 games. You just had to win 38, 39 games. And I know that because we missed it by one, and it was the Hawks that was the 8th seed.
Yeah.
They won 38 fucking games.
Yeah. I'm not putting him in franchise changer. he is going to make the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely, no debate.
And yeah, the question we just had earlier, like, if Iman Shumpert hits that shot and not Kyrie, how are we talking about Kyrie right now?
Shumpert did have that 4-point play too.
Yeah, he did.
People forget about that. This one kind of hurts me, Justin.
I would put him in that boy nice.
This one kind of hurts me, Justin, because injuries, you know, I know we didn't add an injury tier, and I kind of don't want to put one. We're unfortunately just going to have to put two of these guys in fucking garbage. Markelle Fultz, man. It's unfortunate. When he has played, though, like for the Magic, for example, he looked pretty damn good. I'm not going to say amazing or lived up to like those Harden comparisons. Like 22, 23, I'm looking at it right now. Like I thought he averaged 15. It was close to it. He had 14 and damn near 6. Like he was good, man. 51%, bro, from the field. 3-point shot wasn't there, though. Like we should have gotten more from him, man.
You're putting him in with fucking garbage?
Kind of have to. He's not worth the
I would put him.
Look at the bro. Kenyon Martin, Bargnani, Ayton, Bogut. We're gonna put him in
I would throw him in the
How many games do you think he's played before we throw him
in his
anywhere?
career?
Yeah. 8 years. 8 times 82, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Is
8 times 82. Out of 656 games, how many do you think he's played?
350.
255.
Damn.
100 less. Almost 2 seasons less than you guessed. I'll throw him in if you think it. Like talent-wise, he's
when he plays,
I feel even on the Kings, my team, he averaged 3 points.
Damn.
Just right now.
Injuries fucked him up.
I forgot he was on my team.
I feel like when he did play, he was
I'll respect him because I want him to succeed badly.
I'll put him in I feel like he wasn't fucking garbage.
Unless you want me to make an injured tier. Unless you think it's too late. Or I'll just put him at the bottom of
I mean, even if we did do an injured tier, but
I don't think it would fuck things up like that anyways.
It would only have maybe one more guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll put him in the injured tier just because, like, yo, Markelle Fultz in fucking Washington was a fucking dog, yo.
I was excited for him, man.
He was a fucking dog. So, like, I can't even call that motherfucker garbage, bro.
Nah, he was great.
He was a fucking monster.
And you know what's funny? This guy is right after him, too, Greg Oden. And just straight to injured.
Injured. I'm not disrespecting Greg Oden, bro.
Big 3, he's cooking, though.
Oh, shit.
Big 3, he's cooking. Him and Mike Conley, demons, bro.
I'm not disrespecting.
High school and college.
Yes. They went to the fucking national championship game, bro, as freshmen.
And he was picked ahead of KD, bro. And it shouldn't be seen as a mistake in that point in time. Hindsight, obviously, but in that point in time, it should not be seen as a mistake. Yeah, he deserved that pick.
I'm putting him in injured. He was a fucking dog, bro.
Paolo
is a motherfucking...
Don't do it if you didn't get my other boy. Because these are both my two... These guys are probably two of my non-favorite Knicks aren't named De'Aaron Fox. They need to be in the same tier, Justin. So if Cade wasn't franchise changer...
That boy nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Either they both franchise changers or they both that boy nice. That brother nice. Honestly. He's my guy. That's all I could say. But he is changing the Magic already. Two first round exits already. He's about to be in year 4. Averaging just 20 bombs. And then even to start off the season, he was averaging like 29 or 30 before the oblique. So I think he's gonna be an MVP candidate this season.
But I feel like I'm planting
my flag.
I feel like the one argument you could say for franchise changer
is that there was garbage before he got there.
Yes.
And then he made 2 playoff runs.
And not only that, there was no moment of, damn, is Paolo really that guy? Paolo jumped out the gate in the league, and we was like, oh yeah, he's him. And year 2, there was what, a 50-win team?
They didn't win 50.
His second year?
No, they didn't.
They won what, 48?
They won like 48. Like I know we like pulling hairs, but they won 47.
Okay, all right, 47.
But they was top 5. That's the credit we could give them. They was top 5 and they went to 7.
I'm not gonna lie, you could argue he's franchise changer.
I kind of want to keep him that.
Because like the Cade shit, the people. I'm not gonna lie, I love Cade, but people was literally talking like, "Yo, is Cade really like that?" There was no question with that with Paolo.
I think they need to be in the same tier. I'm okay leaving them that, brother.
I guess
I love them both equally.
I guess.
That's my dogs. This one's hard, and I'm gonna keep my hate out of it, right? Ben Simmons. For a while, he was kind of that brother nice. He's a little bit too good to be But since his peak, he was beyond if not fucking garbage. He went from that brother nice to fucking garbage.
I would put him in
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have? 3 All-Stars?
Yeah, 3 All-Stars, 3 All-NBAs, I think. Did he have 3 All-NBAs?
I think so, bro. I'm about to check right now. He has All-NBAs, bro.
Yeah, but by the time I feel like shit right now,
1 All-NBA. Wow.
Okay, also but 3 All-Stars.
And with All-NBA, wow. 2 All-Defensive. Rookie of the Year and a steal
Are we
champ.
thinking too much of the present?
The present's really bad, bro. But that's what I'm saying. He went from that brother nice to fucking garbage. That's the
the
problem.
longer
he's been in all 3 categories.
Yeah, but the longer he plays, the
worse it gets.
The worse it's gonna get, and it's gonna actually fuck him up.
So he's played 4 years, right?
Which it should have.
I'm sorry, he's played 7 years.
Yeah.
4 of them were that brother nice. The rest have been fucking garbage.
So from 17, 18 to what, 2021? Because he missed his rookie year.
17, 18 to 2021, he was that brother nice.
Yeah.
22, 23 to now, fucking garbage. Especially this past season in the playoffs, fucking garbage. Let's remind everyone how much he averaged in the playoffs this past season. 0.8 points.
Yeah, man. I can't put him in that boy nice, man. If we did this list like
Probably the first and only All-NBA guy we'll ever put in a tier list like this, if we do number 2 pick or whatever pick, that's going to be with an All-NBA. Just because of circumstances.
It's crazy. If we did this shit 5 years ago, he'd be in that boy nice.
Yeah.
I would put him
I don't feel bad. After that 1-point game against the Celtics, I knew I was down on him, bro.
I would put him in.
Fuck him.
I would put him in
This one hurts my soul, Justin. Because technically, he changed the franchise. I think he's better than that brother nice. But I'm going to let you kind of take over because of my bias. John Wall. The Wizards was ass. They was ass.
They was ass.
They went to 3 or 4 straight playoff runs.
Their first playoffs was what, 13,
14. 14, 15, they made it. I think they missed 15, 16, 16, 17. They went to battle with the 1 seed 7 games.
They made it 17, 18.
So that's like 5 playoff runs. I'm going to see how many All-NBAs he made, bro. Hey, man.
I feel like
franchise changer.
I feel like he'd be at the bottom. Damn, bro. This shit takes me back to
he got 1 All-NBA. That's fucking disgusting.
That's what, 16, 17, right?
Yeah, that's disgusting. 7th in MVP. That's terrible, bro. He needed at least 2 more. How you average 19.9 and 10 and you don't get All-NBA? And then 19 oh, no, he was injured that year. I'm sorry. Please excuse that last comment. And then
I would put him
17 and 10. Wow.
I would probably put him at like the end of franchise changer or like very high that boy nice.
Son averaged 18 and 7.5 didn't make the All-Star game. And he played every game of the lockout, 16 and 8 in the All-Star game. As you were saying, I'm so sorry.
I would put him 14, 15. How far did they go in the playoffs? Second round?
Oh, that was Paul Pierce, right?
Yeah, that's when Paul Pierce.
Round 2, the Hawks, 6 games.
They went to 2 straight round 2s. 2016, how far did they go? They played the
16. They missed it.
They did.
16 they missed it, but they were 41 and 41.
I thought they made it in 16.
16 they missed it. I knew it, but they were 41 and 41.
Oh, it was the year after they played the Hawks.
16
in
and
the first
17.
round, I think.
Yeah, and then they played the Celtics. And 17, 18 they were first round.
You went to the 2 straight playoff appearances. Went to the second round. They won a playoff series. So I guess that gives them the edge.
2 playoff series.
I would put them like at the end of franchise changer.
Fucking go, bro. Him and Monte Ellis in the backcourt would have been nasty, bro. That would have been my favorite team ever. Wemby. Don't glaze like Josh last week. Let's be realistic.
Is franchise changer OD?
That's OD, bro. He hasn't touched the playoffs yet.
That's true.
He's great.
That boy nice.
I was even going to say too early to tell, to be honest with you.
I would put him in that boy nice.
All right.
That boy nice.
That's fine.
It's not early to tell. Like,
I think it kind of is because I don't want to, knock on wood wherever the wood at, pause, but it's like the blood clots and stuff like that has already come up. Hopefully that's a one-off thing. He's a tall dude. Hopefully, again, I don't want him to get hurt. I don't even want to put it in the air, and he still hasn't even gotten to the playoffs. The other guys in that boy nice that are young and are his peers, Cade and Paolo, have at least gotten to the playoffs. And I know he's only done 2 seasons, but it's like, it kind of feels a little bit too early to even throw him anywhere.
Yeah, like
he's a Hall of Fame talent at the moment.
I wouldn't throw him in Hall of Fame shit. Like it's way too early.
That was glazed by Josh. Yeah. That pissed me off. I literally could have lost because of that.
It's honestly that boy nice. I feel like he's surpassed too early to tell. Like just
so there's only gonna be one. There's only gonna be one then.
Just some of the games he's had, it's just like, motherfucker, it's not too early. Like he's fucking nice. I guess too early to see him achieve certain shit, you could say. But like I feel like he's really teetering the line between that boy nice and franchise changer, because it's like we have this guy and we have a direction now because of him. And if it wasn't for the blood clot shit, which goes into what you're saying, we don't know what could happen. But I guess to be conservative, we could be that boy nice.
That's fair. Wiggs, that boy nice, that brother nice, whatever you want to call it. All-star one time with the Warriors. Honestly, should have made it as a Timberwolf at least once. But didn't live up to the expectations of being Maple Jordan, but still had a damn good career. He's already lasted a decade, couple of 20-point per game seasons. He's been a really good piece so far. And he's made the playoffs a couple of times.
I hope people don't complain about Wiggins being in that boy nice, because
I don't think he's a bust at all. I think some people
he's not a bust.
Some people have called him a bust. He's taking it too far.
He's not a bust, and I think he's better than Because even the years where people were like, where he was averaging 20 in Minnesota and they wasn't doing shit, he was still like, I feel like some people looked at him still and was like, he's a good player. Especially, I remember Colin loved Andrew Wiggins.
Me too. I did too.
In those early Minnesota years. And he was still a good player. And then the Warriors.
Was you Barry or Wiggs? Be honest.
I was.
Oh wait, you can't answer. Yeah, because
I mean, I like both of them.
Affiliation. I know why.
I like both of them.
I was Wiggs though.
I was more Barry though.
I was Wiggs. That was a real gang war at the time. I was Wiggs.
Nah, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that finals run in 22, shit, catapulted him up, and deservedly so. He was the second best player in that finals. And then the year after that,
almost won Finals MVP.
Almost won Finals MVP. And then the year after that was an All-Star starter. I know people.
Undeservedly so.
Yeah, but it's still funny. It happened. But yeah, I would put him in that boy nice.
Next guy, Yao Ming. We already know he's already in the Hall.
He's in the Hall. He's
stamped, and he deserves it too. I mean, injuries cut his career short, but even in the short amount of time that he played, he was that fucking guy. And he flipped the Rockets upside down too, and really got them into playoff. I don't want to say contention, but consistent playoff team. And got him a couple 50-win seasons as well. So shout out to him. 2 guys left, Justin. So I guess only one guy goes in too early to tell, and that's Zach.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cool player.
Zach and I guess Coop if you have him there.
Coop is not here, unfortunately.
Okay.
But we already know Coop's going to be in too early to tell anyways.
Yeah.
So Zach, I mean, Zach proved me wrong this season. I'll say that much. I don't want to say too much on him because it's not too much even available for him. He just played his rookie year, but Zach proved me wrong. You know, I was really down on this rookie class. So was everybody. So I guess a lot of people were wrong, but I was especially kind of down on Zach, but he's pretty good. I think he's going to carve himself a good career. I think he could last a good decade.
Nah, yeah, he really moved me the second half of the year.
I think he could peak at like the top of I don't know if he'll be that brother nice, but I think he'll peak at the top of What? That's not insult. Nah, that's pretty good.
I know, but it's crazy to say with how much career he got left.
Look at a couple of these guys though, like Ayton, Bargnani, Kmart, Bogut, Ben Simmons. Like if you could have a career equal to them, that's pretty damn good.
Nah, yeah, because it's like, bro, I don't even in the East, it's like hard to even see him making an All-Star game, bro.
Hey man, look at that fucking time we got there.
Yeah,
and then we got one last guy.
Did you say Bron for last?
No, I already put Bron.
Oh, okay.
No, come on.
That would have been so boring.
No, there's only one last guy. I already said from the start, I already put Bron in.
Oh, okay, but
one last guy we're missing. The top subscriber of ePorner, Zion Williamson. That boy nice, bro.
That boy nice, yeah.
He has not changed the Pelicans, bro.
Yeah. He hasn't changed them. They've quite literally been in the same spot, low key. Pelicans have made what, 2 playoffs?
He wasn't even there.
And he wasn't even there for them.
He didn't play.
He wasn't even there.
I don't want to take that away from him because he's the reason they made it, but he didn't even play in the series.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. That is the tier list completed. It's gonna be right here or wherever the fuck it's gonna be. We're gonna decide that later. But that's all the number 1 picks in the past, quarter of a century. I think we got to fucking bang out right. Everything's objectively correct. There's no opinions here. Everything's perfectly correct. No changes to be made at all.
That was nice. Going forward is gonna be interesting when we do a number 2 and number 3 pick, number 4 pick.
I really want to do that. Second place teams.
That's a good one too.
Because I could already think of the names like, shouldn't have even made it. Like fucking cakewalk.
What you would do
finals.
since when though?
25 years, 30 years, whatever you want. So it'll be the bottom would be like cakewalk to the finals. Top would be literally would have won any other year. Which would be like 16, 17 Cavs would have beat any other fucking team besides that KD Warriors team.
Yeah.
17, 18 Cavs, it's like they would have been like in a middling pack type of thing. Like, I don't know what we would call that one, like that middling one. But it's like cakewalk would be who else? Who else would be like in a cakewalk type of tier? The Pacers last year. Not to be fucked up, but let's just keep it a stat. Pacers last year. 23 Heat. I'm not saying their path was a cakewalk, but let's be real. They're not beating any finals team up, loser or winner in the last 25 years. That Heat team in 23.
I'm trying to think of
11, 12 Thunder. I might put them in would win the finals any other year.
They would have beat
damn near any other team. Damn near any other team, bro.
The biggest Dragons that they slayed was the fucking Spurs and would have been the Heat had they won.
Yeah. But Justin, I have no current shout outs right now, man. I wish I could give a shout out to Jazz, but he was fucking terrible.
Oh, on the home run derby? Yeah, he was ass.
That was embarrassing. But at least he didn't injure himself. But walk us out of here unless you have a shout out.
Nah. If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please like. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on TikTok at the J&J Podcast. Follow us on Instagram at the JJ Podcast 1. We appreciate you and we'll see you next time.
Peace.